Well, today's episode is quite unique. It's very unique in a sense that what we are going to discuss with the boys is something that I have been going through personally, and trust me, it's with the help of the interactions I've been having with these boys and the other lads is what has pushed me actually to come here and share a thing or two. What way to share it than this one? So without further ado, allow me to introduce everyone who is here. In fact, let me not even do that. They would do it themselves. They would do it themselves. And boys, it's your time.
All right. So I'm Alphonse, the vocalist, and I'm co-hosting in this audition, and we're talking about something very
Audition? What
interesting.
audition?
Confidence, the
What?
fourth
What?
audition of the 21st hub.
What audition? Oh, it's edition.
Oh man.
Audition.
Edition.
Oh, okay,
It's been long, so yeah. So this be a good edition, and I'm co-hosting, and we have our guest here. He's going to do his own introduction, and yeah, pretty much confidence is what we are talking about. Our guest,
Sir,
you can go ahead.
I'm Mandawe Moffat, guest for today, medical student and economics and finance student.
Good.
You're doing medicine, economics, and finance.
Imagine.
Oh.
And that begs
So
the
they
question.
say impossible is nothing.
Yeah,
Impossible is nothing.
sure.
How's it been so far? How's the experience balancing the medical field, the economic field, and the finance
It's
world?
quite hectic right now. It's quite hectic right now because of the business and that.
Plus the business.
Plus the business. So right now, I feel medicine's gonna go on hot.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's
Maybe I might go back, but if the money is good, that aside.
it's not about the money. It's not about the money. Well, there's a concept in economics that I've come to appreciate is the concept of opportunity cost.
Yeah.
Is it what you're doing? You're trading off medicine. You're a smart lad.
Opportunity.
So yeah, basing our interactions on confidence, esteem, and courage, we hope that wherever you're listening or watching this podcast from, we hope it changes you. We hope it impacts your life
Yeah.
in a better way, in a positive way. We hope after having listened to this discussion, you will have that extra edge to push, that extra edge to do something you thought you would never do. And yeah, that's why we're here. We're
To build each
never as I
other.
am, never as I am. We're here to
Build each
conquer the
other.
confidence.
Yeah. And be confident.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What confidence? What is confidence? What's esteem? What's courage?
In my own words, I would say, what's the esteem?
Esteem.
Esteem is
Are they the same thing? Esteem, courage, and confidence.
no, I don't think so.
Okay, let's decipher them.
I don't think so. They're related, but not the same though.
Okay.
The same. I feel if self-esteem works more with self-evaluation.
Okay.
Yeah, how you perceive yourself. Confidence is more of trust in your ability to do something. How well you can do something is how confident you'll be when doing that item. When it comes to courage, bro, courage is more of an aspect of basically not having fear to do something.
So there's no correlation.
Not really, but you need all three.
It's like the Trinity. You need all three.
Exactly.
Well, you are the guest of this episode. So would you say you are a confident person?
Pretty much, I have gained some confidence. I have worked on it. I wasn't like this, but I have worked on it.
How was it before the confidence?
Very quiet person. I wouldn't have been here right now.
Oh.
Very close to
Okay.
That's a step.
Yeah. That shows confidence.
Step in
Yeah.
the right direction.
I wouldn't have been here. I don't think I would have accepted Kali, though I was very You have. I would say I have the confidence to speak, but low self-esteem.
Low self-esteem.
Exactly, low self-esteem, and didn't have as much courage to get up and start my day, approach something, do it. You-
So I'm having this burning question inside. When you look at life, let's take your life for instance.
Yeah.
It's probably not where you want to be, right?
True.
But it's not where you were yesterday, right?
Yeah.
How has confidence, courage, and esteem been integral to your growth from the unconfident guy to this guy you are, to this guy you are yet to be?
Okay. I'll use my business persona on this one. To
Yeah,
answer this
true,
question.
true, true, true.
Because like I started my perfume business last year. Yeah?
You sell perfume?
Yeah.
Okay.
I started the perfume business last year. The first 3 months, bro, I only had like 3 sales.
Three sales.
3 sales, and
Out of how many orders?
I got like 20 big perfumes, like these big brands, and that
Yeah.
I only sold 3. And out of those that I sold, I only got approached by a client once. The other 2, I had to stand up and approach the client, and those clients were my lecturers. They asked to buy from me.
Yo.
So basically, throughout that period, that was last year.
No, before you go on, this guy trying to approach the lecturer, I mean, people have difficulties even just to say hi to the lecturer.
Exactly.
And you trying to make a business offer to them, it just didn't happen spontaneously.
It didn't happen.
What did it take?
It didn't happen. Okay, for that time, I feel like it wasn't a big aspect of confidence because I was close to that lecturer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for that one, I was close to him and would speak like that, so it was easy.
Okay.
So then, after the 3 months of not selling much, bro, I had to go back to the drawing board, ask myself why I'm not selling. Then I realized, bro, I'm not going out there. I'm not talking to people. I was failing to talk to people.
You are failing to talk to
I
people.
was failing to talk to people.
Okay.
But now it's different. This year has been good. This year has been good. Monday I made like 9 sales in a day.
9 sales in a
On a
day?
day.
Mm.
That's massive.
Yeah, that's
Massive. That's big.
Wednesday, was it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday, side off bad. So I was like, nah, I've been inside the whole day. Had to stand up, go outside, go to the mall, Lonica's mall. I started selling that, approaching people to get.
So you just approach them the way content creators do.
Exactly.
so. If also to cut you short,
Yeah.
if I got you correct, are you saying confidence became a game changer to an extent where it increased your sales?
Exactly.
Okay.
It's a situation where you're equipped with the ability to speak,
Yeah.
but you don't have that courage, self-esteem, and confidence to actually go there and speak.
So once you have the courage to do something, then confidence kicks in.
Exactly.
Driven by esteem.
Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And from the time you made that sale to the lecturer, how did you feel? What sense of satisfaction did you receive from that transaction itself?
From the first sale, I felt really good. Felt really good.
Yeah.
I sold that one because
First thing is nice.
Yeah.
First experience is nice.
It
Yeah.
was nice. It was nice. But after that, after not selling for a while, I felt a bit closed off, a bit depressed.
The same thing.
So much stock.
The same thing happened when we went AWOL, and people were asking, how do you say it in Nyanja?
Vasila, my guys are from
Okay. Yeah. So I feel confidence is a big game changer. Even when I talked to you about that man.
Yeah, there's
one
that
that's
conversation
become my
behind
mentor now.
Okay.
So basically, I heard him a lot of times, man. I heard him a couple of times on his phone calls and whatnot, talking about finance and that. And I'm interested in that.
Yeah.
But I had to go sit down, build myself up. Then one day I'm just like, you know what? I'm here. I'll talk to him. I'll talk to him.
And how did it work out? How did it go?
It went well. We had a very great conversation. We talked for like 2 to 3 hours. On the first day of talking to him.
That's great. That's great.
That's very good. Yeah. You talked about esteem being more of self-valuation.
Yeah.
How would someone with low self-esteem, how would they build that on? How can they grow their esteem when their esteem is low?
Okay, personally, from my experience,
Yeah,
this
experience.
this one will help a lot of men. This one will help a lot of men. First of all,
Equally me. Yeah. Equally me here, I'm benefited. Yeah.
First of all, I learned something from Jordan Peterson.
Okay.
Is how your physical, Jordan Peterson and Andrew Tate as well. I listen to those guys a lot. Your physical presence in a room, always be straight, shoulders back. That's one thing to start with. Head
Okay.
up, head held high. Always never drop your head, guys.
Never drop your head.
Never drop your head.
Keep your head up,
Whether
like
you're
Tupac said.
I don't know if you've heard a lot of people, let's say giving a presentation or you're about to give a speech, the people that tell you, look at the back door. Look in front, look at the last person at the end.
Yeah.
That all comes back to posture because when you look at the front person, you're going to be looking down, especially if you're on a stage or something. But if you're looking at the back, your head will be held high. Comes back to posture. So how you're carrying yourself, your body and everything, how you're moving, you get people's attention like that. You get people's attention.
Without even talking to them.
Without even talking to them. Because let's say if I come in this room and I'm confident, you're seeing the movement of my hands and whatnot, you won't be able to see that maybe my socks are torn. I'll obviously get your attention just from the posture. When you just walk in, say something, crack a joke or something.
Yeah.
Steers up, a conversation, paves the way.
And from there, you can build on and speak about things that
Exactly.
can build,
Exactly.
can build the other person.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
in so doing, you can learn a thing or two from them.
Exactly. Because being closed off, looking like a shy person in front of people, it doesn't work out. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
All right, so on the self-esteem part, so imagine someone, let's say, okay, we've all gone through this stage, the stage of being broke. Yeah, and most of us, when we're broke, we have that low esteem. Yeah, you could tell someone got money just because of just the way they carry themselves. So how do you think someone who's broke can work on their self-esteem if they've got a low self-esteem?
Okay, someone who's broke.
Yeah.
I feel.
Have you been broke before?
I have been broke before, but then
That's history.
I mean, that's happened once in a while.
I mean, it's reality. Yeah.
It hits.
It hits, and
It hits. There's this guy that told me one time, it's like there's no such thing as being broke.
Yeah.
As long as people don't know you're broke.
Fake it till you make it. Pretty much.
But basically, my point is, if you're broke, obviously, a lot of people get esteem from clothes, material
true,
things, whatnot.
true.
But I always tell people, just look clean. Just look clean. It helps a lot. You don't have to wear the most expensive clothes. You don't have to wear the most, luxurious. Bro.
I think I'm appreciating that concept now that I'm a little bit older.
Yeah.
When I was in school, back in high school, I thought having the Nikes,
Exactly.
they're good, but
the drip.
but
What is pressure?
yeah, what is
That's a stage. That's a stage. Like, because most of us time we're in high school are like teenagers.
Yeah.
So we get that peer pressure. Yeah.
Nice.
So it's a normal thing.
It's a very normal thing.
Yeah.
But I always tell people, as long as you're clean, and I always tell people, you don't have to wear the most expensive clothes. You don't have to wear them. You go to Casales, bro.
you get good quality drip.
Exactly. Me, I always tell people, go to Salala, get something that fits you correct. I got this shirt at 20 Gacha, bro. I'm not even lying, bro. I got this shirt at 20 Gacha.
No one's gonna know.
No one's gonna know.
How will they know?
They won't. So you go there, just get something that fits. Always get stuff that fit your body.
And also talking about being broke, it's going to fit in your budget. I mean,
Exactly.
You have 100. You can get 2-3 shirts from there.
Exactly.
Wash them, smell good, look good. Life
Life
continues.
goes on. Life goes on. So basically, just get something to fit your body correct. Because most of the time, I feel like if you look at people that have a bit of low self-esteem, even the way they dress is different from people that have great self-esteem. People that have great self-esteem, bro, when you go in a shop, you make sure your shirt fits you right. You don't want a shirt that's too loose, that's looking big. When you looking too baggy, you want something that fits you correct. Pants are cheap, bro. Bro, style is if you're in Lusaka, there's no such thing as broke. I don't have clothes because I'm broke. Go to town, get something simple, and that simple clothes make you look nice. Look at the way I know. Okay, this case obviously I can't compare myself or people in Lusaka to people like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, and whatnot. But if you look at how they dress up, bro, simple t-shirts. Obviously, the t-shirts are different, bro. Those t-shirts are expensive. They have plain t-shirts that cost £8,000, but still plain t-shirt. That's my point. Plain t-shirt, easy trousers. You look clean, nice haircut. You know what a haircut does when you're a boy, man.
Bro.
You know what it does, bro.
It's game over.
Yeah, so if I get you correct, would that be an experience like self-experience where you probably you've all gone through a stage of being broke. Some of us are experiencing it.
Exactly.
But so for you, staying clean made you at least forget about your pocket.
Yeah.
And build your self-esteem and
Yeah. Makes me feel better about myself, you know, when you're clean, bro. If I was dirty, I can't walk into this place. if I knew I'm not the right, bro, I can't walk into it. When you're clean, bro, you'll be able to sit with anyone. You're very comfortable because you know you're not smelling bad. You might not have the most expensive perfume on or whatever, a nice breaker axe or whatever. And you're chilled, bro. Yeah.
So like apart from being clean, is there any other component you can attach to which someone can embrace to build that self-esteem?
Definitely. Educate yourself.
Education, okay.
Jordan Peterson always says, arm yourself with words. Educate yourself.
Oh.
Know a little bit of something. I always talk about not a little bit of something.
All right.
Just a little bit. Just don't be left out from conversation. If you know a little bit of something, even just one definition of something, bro.
At least have something to say.
Exactly. Have something to say every time. You don't have to say too much.
But again, people would often ask, say, education. They'll think about
University, they'll think about all those things.
what kind of education.
Yeah, what kind of
How
education?
can one educate themselves?
Are you talking about PhD level
No.
degree?
I had this sort of argument on Twitter with some girl. She said education is not the key to success. I say it is actually relatively the key to success. Because basically whatever you're going to do in this life, you need to be educated on that.
Yeah.
If you're going to be a hustler in the street, you have to know how to go about the hustle in the street. That's educating yourself about the hustle in the street. So you definitely don't need to go get a degree or whatever to educate yourself. If you can read a book. If you can't read, you've got YouTube now. You've got Spotify, listen to podcasts. Educate yourself. Do something that will just, push you.
Writing
Also, is a good way.
Exactly. Surround yourself with like-minded people that are better than you. To get yourself educated. You get to learn something, one or two things. Thereafter, you're good. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to know everything.
but just know something.
Know something.
Yeah, and I like the point that you brought out on education.
Yeah.
I think that's the gap that we have. Let's say in Africa, or let me say Zambia. What I've seen from my peers, like we think when we say education, we are thinking of degree, tertiary, secondary, But like you just simpler said it. You, for example, if you want to be a hustler, need to be educated. Either by learning, observing, or by someone mentoring you.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I feel like that's one thing that someone can use. Actually, I should use it as well.
Definitely.
Education, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, and you like said, like if you can't read, YouTube. And there are podcasts everywhere, YouTube, there's a lot of virtual audio things that you can interact in and tap energy from that.
Definitely.
So
I think most of us use such platforms for the wrong reasons.
Yeah,
I have
true.
noticed that.
Exactly.
True.
I'm not saying I'm not part of them. I am.
We are the product of the environment.
And the more we change that narrative, let's use these tools for the right thing. I mean, we're not going to be the same people, but it's going to take that courage,
Yeah.
your self-esteem,
Definitely.
and the confidence to want to learn,
Want to learn,
to want to know.
Exactly.
I believe with when someone is armed with
The confidence, you have the self-esteem, and you have the courage to do something. You can move mountains.
You can. There's nothing
You
that's
can move mountains.
impossible, bro.
but this just doesn't come abruptly.
It
Yeah.
doesn't.
It starts from somewhere.
From so it
starts from somewhere.
It starts from somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I'd like you to give me an experience. Is there, or maybe there can be more moments, but just one moment where you felt like you were very confident, like maybe be it talking to someone, or maybe in the business perspective, selling something, or just giving a speech. Well, yeah, a moment where I felt like, and just at least share to the viewers and us that moment where you felt like, okay, here I'm very confident, or someone told you, okay, the confidence, bro, the confidence was on point. Yeah.
Let me see. Well, I feel there was a time I met the same man that I talked about. He was now my mentor. His name is Mr. Wesley. He's from Uganda. So basically, at that point,
Shout out to Mr. Wesley.
yeah, he was sitting. He lives in Kasiwa Road. Some flats there. I've got boys that live there that doing medicine.
Okay.
So I visit them a lot. So I listen to him a lot. He's always in the living room on a phone call, talking finances, talking stocks, business, and that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this day, like the same day that I just approached him, because he was on the phone. I went to the fridge. I was pretending like I'm getting something from the fridge, but I wasn't really even getting it. Smart move. I was
That moment,
I
yeah.
was just chilling. I'm like, I'm not moving from
Yeah,
here to get
trying to
that
time
call.
it.
And he got off the call real quick. So before he got onto another call, I went there and said hi to him. He said hi back. So I'm like, I've been hearing you a lot. You're usually talking about stocks, finances, and that. I've got so much interest in that, and I would like to learn. He told me, sit down. I actually like your confidence. I like the fact that you've asked. You know, I've wanted someone to ask me, but no one has really asked me. But you have asked. So I felt like it was a win, but it was a big win.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
after that,
how did that make you feel?
I was nervous at first.
I mean, there's this level of confidence you had for you
Yeah.
to approach him,
Yeah.
right? Then after the response was 10 times more positive
Exactly.
than your anticipation. How did that make you feel?
Basically, when approaching him, I was a bit tense. I was nervous. I was anxious. Everything, bro. I was just trying, avoiding shaking. I was trying by all means to avoid shaking. But
Yeah.
after he just said, sit down, everything, you know how you just feel like relieved?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it felt like now I'm talking to my boy, you know?
Okay.
It just became smooth. We had a conversation, like we've known each other for a while, man. And it was great. It was great. It was great.
I mean, from your conversation, I also benefited though on a third party point of view.
Yeah.
I mean, it's from these interactions that we get to relay what we learn,
Yeah.
and Lord knows how many people learned from you, learning from him.
Yeah.
And God knows why he learned whatever it is that he learned from. So the chain simply continues. But because would I be right if I said we are afraid to, like, especially us young ones, we are I don't know if we're scared or afraid of, like, trying to take the necessary step in the right direction. I mean, would be different people.
Yeah.
Way more than we are today. I mean, if we were to develop a culture of standing true, standing firm, standing on what you believe in with confidence,
Yeah.
having the right esteem, and also the courage to speak it out rather. I mean, we're not the same.
Definitely.
We're not the same, and in us not being the same, we are better than we were, and better is good,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know. But to every positive, there's a negative.
There's a negative.
So how much is too much esteem? How much is too much self-esteem? And how much is too much confidence?
So basically, there are three types of self-esteem. I bet you know that. There's having the high self-esteem. Then you have a low self-esteem. Then there's the healthy self-esteem. So basically, the high self-esteem leads to a lot of arrogance, entitlement,
Bullying.
Exactly. I could mention a few politicians, but
Yeah, no, let's.
I'll allow them.
Yeah.
But there's just that level of arrogance you get because you know you've got money, you've got power, you've got fame, and then that's why you get self-esteem that's just way too high, and you feel you can say anything to anyone, and that's not good. That's not good self-esteem. Then there's the low one. The low one is what affects a lot of people, especially between 16 and 25. It affects them a lot. University students,
Yeah.
the low self-esteem is in there.
What do you reckon causes low self-esteem, especially among students?
Pressure from other peers. Because the people that come from a very comfortable home, you're alright at home. You have 3 to 4 meals a day. You're very comfortable. You come to school just because you don't have an iPhone 11, an iPhone 13. You feel inferior to others. Just because you don't have the latest Jordan sneakers, you feel inferior to others. Just because you don't have a watch or whatever, you feel inferior to others. So I feel that affects people. And that's why you need to know that the esteem that comes from physical, materialistic things is not real.
It's hypothetical.
Yeah, it's not real.
It's temporal.
Think about a situation where that same person that you want to be like, that's what you want to look like. In a situation where that person is not wearing the sneakers that you're looking at, then you have the phone that you're looking at.
Not driving the car that you're married.
Exactly. You'd feel more confident than them, definitely.
Oh, that makes sense.
Exactly.
So I'm, I'm trying to make a mental image of what you're saying. So I met this person.
Then you took away
Yeah,
everything.
I took away everything. I'm like, well, I think I'm way
It's now
better
basic,
than them.
yeah?
I think I'm way better than them, you know?
Exactly. So I feel when you look at materialistic things too much and try to compare yourself with other people, compare yourself with what you were yesterday, not other people. Don't go to campus comparing yourself with the next person. Maybe compare yourself with the grades and be like, okay, I want to be as good or better when it comes to grades and that. So you decide to study. But when you compare yourself to stuff that you cannot change really, that will affect you mentally, physically. Yeah, so I feel it goes back to being confident with yourself, physically. If you're clean, bro, there are people that are so confident. Remember this guy, former head boy, besides boarding school, our intake. Benjamin. Bro, I don't think anyone can shake Benjamin's confidence.
No.
You can't.
No. I've come to realize that now that I am on the other side. I'm like, oh, this guy, he knew what he was up to.
Exactly.
And you could see it in him, but because it couldn't make sense then, I couldn't appreciate it. But now it's something to draw lessons from.
Definitely.
It's something to learn from, and I hope one day we can have him on the podcast for sure.
It would be nice.
I would like to see his confidence because I don't know the individual, so yeah.
He's one of those that just came very confident, bro.
Yeah.
Like since 10th grade, he was just there. He was even the way he would walk, bro.
You could see it.
It's like how seniors walk when they've been in school for a long time.
Yeah, like I know this place.
But now you're talking about a 10th grade, man.
Yeah.
Like, confident, talking to teachers, bro. Very confident. He was something, bro.
Okay, so do you think confidence is something that you can master, like something that you can move with every day? Like it's just a way of life. Like you have it. You don't need to like have some inspiration, then you get motivated, then now you have the confidence. Like it is something that you can master.
I don't think it's a mastering thing.
Yeah.
I feel it's a more of adapting to it, learning it.
Learning it, adapting.
Yeah, not mastering it.
Yeah.
Because when you master something, bro,
Yeah.
there are situations where it might slip off the mind, even if you mastered it, bro. And you'd be shook.
Yeah. You're like, how? But how? To my surprise. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more of a learning it, getting to be part of you. It's more of a lifestyle. Like if you look at some people, let's say fighters are taught to live like a fighter. You learn the skill fighting, the martial arts and everything to a point where it becomes like part of you. No matter where you're found, you're able to execute some moves and that.
Yeah.
You're used to it. It's just like it's part of you now. So even confidence is the same way. You start practicing it slowly by slowly. Before you know it, you're no longer practicing it. You're doing it. Like that's basically who you are now.
Who you are, yeah.
It's changed you. You've built a new personality of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it all goes back to education. Like you need to be like learning, educating
Definitely.
yourself on how to be confident.
Definitely.
And then, okay.
Definitely.
So you can't master it.
No, it's not something that you master, bro. It's not something that you master.
All right.
There are a few things that can add to confidence that you can master, like how to speak, some words, phrases to use. Yeah,
So can someone have courage but not confidence?
definitely,
Definitely.
Like let's say I'm an IT guy, yeah.
Yeah.
I know I'm not good at doing the job. I definitely know I'm not good at doing that job. But I have the courage to walk into that office and tell them I want that job. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not, because confidence, like I said, comes back to a feeling of trust in your own ability.
Ability. Yeah.
Exactly. So sometimes, there are people that, like bricklayers.
Yeah.
Bro, bricklayers are courageous, man.
Yeah. Too
Those
much.
guys are different, bro.
Too much.
They're different. They even know I'm not gonna do this correct, but they'll still come to you. They
Yeah.
have that. I feel like anyway, they're correlated, bro. Confidence, self-esteem,
They're correlated,
they're
yeah.
correlated, courage, and that, because they'll still come to you and tell you, oh, mlepo kule nganda. Nakwata kumboy kule.
Kari to hamba.
Guys, in fact, no you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You give them the house, bro. You go away for 2-3 months. You're coming back. You find rubbish, and you've already paid this person. And this person, he's already left. More confident. If you've then built him, he's now going to the next victim. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah, so having mentioned all that, the confidence, the esteem, and the courage, how does one make sure that they have the right amount of confidence, they have the right amount of self-esteem, they also have the right amount of courage to do something? How do they ensure that everything is in check?
It starts with yourself. It starts with yourself and your very micro behaviors.
Like what?
You wake up, you make your bed.
Yeah, we've been talking about that.
Wake up, make your bed. Wake up, make... At least, the satisfactory of completing a task. Completing an assignment before time, is that satisfactory?
Yeah, it gives that incentive to
Exactly.
try again.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah.
So it starts with
Or put it.
the micro things. Your room is clean, your clothes are clean, you clean yourself. You're living in a room that's clean and you're clean. Already, at least you're happy. Next thing is how you're going to talk to people around you, your family, whatnot. Speak to them, be good to them. Another task done.
Yeah.
You get out there, you conversate with people, and it keeps building up. It keeps building up. So even at some point, even if something goes bad,
At least you have something to look back to.
Anyway, my family is happy. I'm gonna go back there and talk. I'm gonna go back to my clean room, sleep, and think about this. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's the micro things, micro behaviors that really build your self-esteem and confidence.
It's been a wonderful chat. It's been a building.
Yeah.
It's been a building. We can only hope to have another one. A multi-million-dollar question. Is confidence, esteem, and courage the game changer?
Definitely.
Did you agree?
No.
Why did you take long, though? Yeah.
I was processing. I was trying to process.
Exactly.
Look at it from different aspects.
Yeah.
And I feel it's actually the greatest game changer. Confidence is, bro, it's different. The three, we'll call them our Trinity.
The Trinity.
Yeah,
The Trinity.
The Trinity.
I think that's the title of the episode.
Yeah, the Trinity.
The Trinity.
Trinity.
Yeah,
We're
the
going to create
Trinity.
the Trinity. Well, we're trying something new since we've been away for quite some time, and we thought we make this podcast, we make these conversations that we have with our guests.
Yeah.
We make them next level. So we're going to ask our guests to ask a question that's going to be answered by the other guests that we're going to have on our next recording. So, Moffat, ask the question that you want to be answered in the next episode. You can write it down if you so wish, but we really, really, really need to hear it.
Do you have anything planned for the next episode? Like, do you have an idea
No.
of what you're going to talk about in the next episode?
No.
Okay. Shit.
Anything general.
Anything general?
Yeah, or anything that you'd like to
No, I mean, it shouldn't be general. You know, have intention.
Yeah.
general. Like what I'm trying to say is because we haven't told him like what's the next podcast going to be about. You
It
get
could be anything.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's what I'm saying. General.
You in general.
I'm the general. All right.
What they think is the purpose of life?
Ask them.
What is the purpose of life? What is your purpose
Yeah.
of life?
And there you have it. You heard what's your purpose of life.
Remember,
Actually, I think we should give him a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, our guest.
That'd be great.
Cause that was bad. I mean, it took my brother over there like climbing mountains, just explaining the whole idea back to the question. So yeah, we'll give you up. It fits you. What's your size though? Medium.
what size is yours?
Yeah, it looks big, huh? It's like large. Yeah, it's like large.
Large, medium, I don't know.
I think we'll give you large. I get him large.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this is what I want to talk about this gift here. Oh, for having this
Come on now.
interaction with us. Yeah, of course.
Yours better prepare to be sick of me.
So yeah, we can
Definitely, bro.
carry on.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Come in here, the company of talking in front of the camera as angels, and we are happy
Perfect, bro.
to have you here.
Definitely. Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
This
Shit. Lovely.
you sure, huh?
Definitely.
It's like we like that vision I had.
Yeah.
You're my bro.
Anyways, back to the mic.
This has been the 21st App podcast. We hope this conversation we have had here with Moffat and Alphonse has helped you take a step further in actualizing the person that you would want to be. I mean, who would want to be a courageous, confident, and person with a healthy